23rd Sunday in Ordinary Time, Year A, Brotherly Correction. In our Gospel today, Jesus reminds us of our responsibility to one another in mutual correction. It is not an option, but a duty that arises from Christian responsibility. This entails that we owe our neighbor fraternal and brotherly correction. Love demands that we do everything we can to correct a brother or a sister who is doing wrong to us. It follows 3 stages. There may be more, but I'm going to talk about 3 stages. First of all, one has to talk personally to the brother, man to man, woman to woman, face to face. Everything must be resolved, first of all, privately, to prevent someone from finding out what is happening. The second step to take is to ask for help from 1 or 2 sensible and wise brethren in the community. Never forget the goal. It is the recovery of one's brother or one's sister that has gone astray. One should never give the impression of cornering him or putting him or her in front of someone who looks for ways to convict. He must perceive that he or she is dealing with friends who want his good and who are willing to testify in front of the brothers and sisters of his good disposition. The third stage is the recourse to the community. This can happen only when the sin committed risks to disturb the brothers and sisters, especially those who are weak in the faith. If so, and the culprit does not want to amend, then he or she must be considered as a pagan or as a publican. In most cases, we don't try to follow these steps. We become judges for others. However, correcting others must take place in sincere dialogue and mostly in places where the person may not feel shame. For a better interpretation of today's gospel, it is necessary to place it in its context. The whole chapter from which it is taken, that is Matthew chapter 18, is about the rapport or the relationship between the members of the Christian community, who should be considered the first, the great, or the small, how to avoid scandals, what attitudes to take towards one who turns away from the faith, how to develop love and promote harmony among the disciples, how often must one grant forgiveness. Every Christian is a shepherd to his brother or to his sister. No one can say like Cain, "Am I my brother's keeper?" Genesis chapter 4 verse 9. What do we see in our own context? In most cases, when a brother or a sister goes astray, we start gossiping. We start spreading the news of the error, and we start backbiting. This is known clearly as defamation. It serves only to marginalize one who did the wrong or to humiliate him or her. It makes him or her increasingly stubborn in evil and to needlessly make the person to suffer. It is equivalent to losing forever the opportunity to recover the person. Love is concerned, and it shows itself in the interest we take for the welfare of others. This entails being able to warn someone who is doing evil. Today's first reading makes us understand that if you do not warn the wicked to renounce his or her ways, then he or she will die for his or her sins. But I will hold you responsible for the death. Ezekiel chapter 33 verse 8. The key of today's reflection is found thus in fraternal or brotherly, or permit me use the word sisterly connection. May Almighty God bless you, the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit.